Joining us right now on all of this is Alan Patricof, longtime tech investor and Primetime Partners co-founder. It's great to see you, Alan. Curious just your reaction to the idea of a $150 billion valuation for OpenAI, whether that makes sense to you, and ultimately what would have to happen to make that a reality, because it's currently considered a not-for-profit. I imagine you'd have to restructure some of it, and at those kind of valuations, the only way to exit, I would think, would be an IPO.
Well, it's a not-for-profit company which has a for-profit subsidiary. Andrew, it's staggering. I mean, how does one contemplate a company that was worth $80 billion, which seemed astronomical 9 months ago, and is now talking about raising money at $150 billion, that supposedly is burning $7 to $10 million a year for computational power and other needs? We're in a whole new world, but you know, when you read the news about what's happening and what OpenAI and ChatGPT is capable of, it's an open-ended world, and far be it from me to compute what the ultimate value is. I guess OpenAI is probably the second most valuable company in the world today, after ByteDance. I don't know where is up too high. It's I'm not a shareholder, and it's not a world I specifically play in, but you know, you've got a company that has, I believe, $2 billion in revenues, which is pretty astronomical in itself, since it was at zero a year ago. So how high is up?
Well, but that's the question, Alan. You've seen this. You've seen various movies before, and with various endings. And I think there's a question in the secondary market whether people are going to buy into this. By the way, there'll be some big mutual funds and others, I imagine, who may try to get a piece of this before it goes public. Would you, if you could?
I wouldn't. That's not the game, Andrew, I want to play in. I think I have seen this movie before, and as I've said previously, there's going to be a winner or two winners or several winners. There are going to be a lot of losers. We've already seen some of the losers develop and get merged into other companies, and I think it's a game for speculators, and you know, a lot of investors, a lot of investment funds, a lot of organizations feel they have to show their investors that they didn't miss the boat, and therefore they have to have that name on their portfolio list, and regardless what percentage they own and at what price they're paying it, they just want to paper their results with a hot name. On the other hand, I think it's hard for anyone to really analyze what the ultimate exit value is, or
Alan, let me ask you a different question. You know, it's clear that NVIDIA, for example, is a massive winner because people have to buy the chips, and the chips are, you know, you can see them, they're physical, we know about it, we know how it works. The question is the valuations of some of the big tech companies, whether it's an Amazon, whether it's a Microsoft, whether it's a Google, whether it's an Apple. They've also taken off on the back of this news. And the question is whether all of those valuations ultimately make sense.
Well, I think that a supplier, you know, the old story, the picks and shovels are a safer place to be and to play this. Also, you know, we have in Primetime, which is investing in obviously things that support anything for the ageless generation. Every one of our companies is in some way or other trying to utilize the benefits of OpenAI, and I think successfully, to improve productivity and do everything else that will help them ultimately make money. So there can be a lot of people who are going to benefit from this technology. The question is, in terms of the platform companies, which ones are going to prevail? Obviously, ChatGPT has a name recognition, and you know, the one person who gets a lot of ink in the beginning tends to be a front runner. That's what happened with Google, for example. And I think certainly OpenAI with ChatGPT has an edge up because of that.